So here's my peach tree, and as you can see, it's not doing very well. It's a 3-year-old double dual peach tree, a Flemings variety, bought from Bunnings. It's been in the ground about 3 years now. It fruited. It had some small fruit last year and had some fruit this season too. Unfortunately for this season, as the tree started to grow out, while I sprayed it with some liquid copper to control the leaf curl, it was quite wet and I was unable to spray it as frequently as I wanted to. So all the leaves have shriveled up on the tree. So at the moment, what I've done, I've continued to spray it pretty hard as the weather's dried up, and as you can see here, the leaves are starting to bud out again for a second time. So I'm hopeful that the tree will be saved and come back to life. So the product I'm using here is the Yates liquid copper fungicide, which is from you can get that from Bunnings as well. So essentially what I'm doing once a week, or even more frequently if I remember, is just to mix up a bottle, it's got a little spray bottle with water and the fungicide, and really dose it from top to bottom, wearing gloves and protective gear of course, but really get it in from the tips to soak it all the way down to the bottom of the stalk, and just soak it all around. I go around once or twice to make sure it's totally soaked. So hopefully by using this copper-based fungicide, it will fix the problem. I'm not very happy to use the spray on any tree, because I like having a more natural approach. But you know, if the tree's going to survive, this is what I'm going to have to do. The tree that I had before this was also a peach tree, but it was kind of a more wild variety with a huge peach on it and a huge pip as well. Unfortunately, it got to a certain age and it started bearing a lot of fruit, and the winds came along and cracked it in half. So this was the replacement tree we put in its stead. Unfortunately, this particular variety appears to suffer quite badly from the leaf curl issue that a lot of stone fruit or peach trees develop over time. So we'll see how we go with this solution and see whether or not we can bring it back to life. So I've just finished saturating the actual plant with the copper-based fungicide, and I'm not sure whether you can see, but so basically what I've done is wherever there's a green shoot, I've saturated the spray in there, but also it covered the entire plant, so the entire bark is wet with a copper fungicide, because you might realise that the spores can be resident anywhere throughout the tree, so you really need to give it a good soaking. And I'm trying to get this under control and give this tree a chance of survival, as it is appearing to come back from a little bit of a leaf curl problem and dropping its initial sprout leaves. I've of course pulled off all the fruit to give it a bit of a opportunity to rebud without wasting its energy on the fruit either. So let's hope that this solution works, and I'll check in and let you know how the tree goes in a little while. If the weather stays dry, I think we should be good, but if we have some more wet weather, continuous wet weather, we could be with problems for this tree. So the product that I used, if you'd like to know how to control the leaf curl problem, is the Yates liquid copper. So we'll give that a go and see whether or not we're successful on this mission.